the Danielson Zack Sabre match might have a little more comments from you guys, which was a technical wrestling match for a long ass time until Bryan Danielson decided to fucking ruin it and hit him with a knee strike. And kind of blow the whole fucking reason we were there in the first place, which was to find out who was the better technical wrestler. And then he wanted to shake Zack Sabre Jr.'s hand afterwards, which was like, what? Why? You're obviously, you've got no fucking class or morals whatsoever. And Zack Sabre did the right thing, walking out of there without the handshake.
You got no class or morals because you beat the guy in a wrestling match.
Well, you beat him with the Psycho knee.
With a strike.
With the strike,
yeah. It was my only gripe about. I really loved the match.
Well, wait. Where does the rule state that he has to beat him on a submission only, or sort of?
It wasn't specified in the rules, but
it wasn't specified in the rules. It was just.
Well, if they wanted that,
unspoken.
They should have asked for a submission match. They should have asked for some sort of submission match only if that's the case. But this was a regular wrestling match.
Daniel Bryan is supposed to be a man with honor. We don't have to say these type of things. It's not like, oh, we should explicitly write it in the notes. Oh, don't use a steel chair or a fucking rope to choke somebody. You don't have to state these type of things. This was known already. They were supposed to just have a grappling match. Someone was supposed to catch someone with like an arm bar or something, and then that was going to be the end. But Robert, you're disappointed, right?
Well, only at the ending. Only by the way it ended. Up until that point, I was cool with it. This was the match I was looking forward to the most, and for the most part, it did, live up to my expectations, except for how it ended. Like, it shouldn't have ended with a strike. After all those 10,000 submission attempts that they both did, it should have ended with a submission.
Well, this is an angle though, because they started this angle with a match. It's going to lead to another match.
Okay, and I'll be looking forward to that. But hopefully that one doesn't end with a strike.
Yeah, that was the one thing they told us was these are the two best grapplers or whatever.
Technical wrestlers, yeah.
Same thing. That means grappling.
I'm just saying, what they said. Go ahead.
And then they totally disregarded that and went away from it. But okay, fine. I think since it leads to another angle, since they might fight again at another pay-per-view someday, I think it's okay.
How much do you guys really care about this? I'm just trying to understand. And why? I mean, you're not going to see.
I don't. I'm joking. I'm being sarcastic.
For months. You're probably not going to see him.
Oh, I wasn't joking. Because I really do like why were you laughing?
You like New Japan. Since Zack Sabre Jr. is a big guy in New Japan, he's a big name. He's respected. Okay. So, but yeah, I think this could end up being at Forbidden Door for next year. That's my guess.
The rematch.
Oh my god.
That could lead to a Forbidden Door match. Okay, well then we'll see. But I was looking forward to this because I'm a fan of Bryan Danielson's style, regardless, the style that he uses now. But I remember when he first debuted in WWE, he was more of a what Zack Sabre Jr. is right now. That was the style that he used. So it was interesting to me to see him fight someone that used his original style and who would come out on top. So that's what drew me to this match. So that's why I was excited about it.
And if you want my honest opinion, Vlad, I wasn't into this, but I think I'm more into it now. I like that there was an angle at the end because if they just had a straight wrestling match where somebody submitted the other guy and then they shook hands, I think that would have sucked. But I think I like this better because now they have some type of thing that they could put into a video package for next year's Forbidden Door to make it a little bit of give it a little bit of a story.
Next year's Forbidden Door. Great. So we're booking. They can't even book 2 days ahead, let alone. So I don't even know if they have a plan for this at all. It was just a waste of goddamn time. This instead of burying Starks, they should have focused on that and not brought in Zack Sabre Jr. for this.
Well, I would agree with that.
Waste of goddamn time is what it was. That's what I think of it, and that's it. You know, instead of Starks having to face that what the hell is his name? Useless. Wheeler Useless.
William Useless. Yes.
And yeah, William Useless. Yes, that's his new name. And instead of having him have to fight him, he had, you know, he could have had another thing with a prominent angle with Brian. Maybe he actually won that thing instead of having, you know, this whatever this goddamn, you know, monstrosity was that they wasted our time with.
I do agree with that. I would have rather Ricky Starks got the win over Danielson instead, but that's neither here nor there. That's over now. But